Hey guys, Aaron Fragnito here at People's Capital Group. We're back again with another video. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Remember to hit that notification button because we come out with a new one every Friday at 8 a.m. We focus on real estate topics. So here we're going to talk to our property manager, Lina Delgado. She's the best property manager I know in the whole world. We've been through a number of property management companies. We developed our own by necessity. One was stealing from us. Another one just didn't know how to do their job. And we developed a management company over the last 5 years. And Lina and I, we've learned the business together. We've developed great strategies and technologies along the way. So we're going to talk about that today in a brief video. So this is an interview with a property manager.
Yay.
All right, Lina.
Property manager tag.
Yeah, hashtag property manager. All right, so let's get started here. Question number one. What are some suggestions you have for new property managers?
Wow, okay. I have 3 tips. The first one, and I think, one of the most important ones is be documented. Make sure you have all the documentation. Think about like you're going to court with every single tenant. So first start with your lease. Make sure your lease protects your landlords in every single way. Don't go and buy a Staples lease. No, that's not a good idea.
No Staples lease. Get a real lease.
Yeah, get a real lease from an attorney, or if you don't want to pay for an attorney to make a lease, then just research online. Search for all the leases that you can find, read them, and just create your own. Like take a piece of each. The second tip is or be organized. At PCG, we have Appfolio, which is a property manager software that helps you texting, helps you tracking all the work orders, all the rent collections, and that helps a lot. If you don't want to pay for it, and make sure that you're very organized. Have spreadsheets and just create your own system, but be very sure that you keep everything on track because it can get very chaotic.
Yeah,
and very.
That's Appfolio, guys. We use Appfolio. It is about $250 a month, but it's worth it. It's made a big difference.
Yeah, it definitely works. It's worth it. And then the third one is pre-screen your tenants. So when you have a new tenant, it's like having a new person coming inside of your house. You want to make sure you check the background check. You want to make sure they have a good credit score. And, sometimes I go into Facebook and look for them just to make sure that they're very normal people.
Right.
It's never too much. So if you can get the full story of them, if you can, go with your gut too, because then after a lot of times that you do it, then you kind of start developing this skill inside you that you know who's a good person, who's lying to you, kind of thing. So those are my 3 tips.
Very good, very good. Okay. Question number 2: what is the largest challenge you face as a property manager?
I think the most difficult thing as a property manager, it's creating that healthy relationship with the tenant. Okay. You don't want them to think that you're their friend. You want to be friendly, but not to a point that you're friends with the tenants. You want to create respect, earn that respect from them. But also, you don't want them to hate you. So that just creating that right relationship. And that's the most challenging part.
Yeah, same thing with contractors. We try not to get too friendly with contractors because if you get too friendly with contractors, they tend to walk all over you.
Yeah, people tend to take advantage of you when they think that you're their friend.
They say, "Come on, give me that money up front. I thought we were friends." Never
not healthy.
Never befriend the people you work with like that. You work for you. So, what is your favorite part of the job, and what's your least favorite?
Well, my favorite part is when we renovate a unit and then I feel this rewarding sensation that I'm helping somebody, that we're providing housing, that we're doing the right thing, that the house looks nice and renovated, and a family or a couple or a single mother is moving in and they're so happy to have that place to live. That is rewarding. Yeah. And then the least favorite are crazy tenants.
Oh boy, we don't have any of those, do we?
Well, one or two. It's like having a crazy ex-boyfriend.
Right.
Oh God. It's
I hope they subscribe. That would be great if they subscribe. Yeah, it'd be great.
they call you 20 times in the middle of the night, and sometimes they call you and they start cursing at you. And it's very important to remember that it's my job. Like, don't take it personal. And it is hard because sometimes they can be very mean to you.
Right.
But keeping it objective, keeping it professional helps you to address the situation other than focusing on what they're saying or how they're treating you, and also helps you to earn their respect.
Right.
Because if you just answer to them the same way how they're talking to you, then you lost control.
Exactly. So treat them with respect, and you get more flies than honey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Don't take it personal.
Kill them with kindness. That's what we do here. Kill them with kindness. All right. What is something unique you learned so far this year, or just in the last year or so?
Well, I think property manager gave me so much knowledge about customer service. Well, other than property maintenance and laws about tenants and landlords, I know all about it, been in court. So it is a great experience, and it's great. It's a good learning process. But I think the most unique thing that you learn from this is you learn to train people to do what you want them to do.
Okay.
Like you learn to annoy that tenant with the late payment notice until she pays on time or until he pays on time.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like you learn all these steps to get the tenants to respond to you the way that you have the way that you want them to respond to you.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to train your tenants. That's a lot. We come into mismanaged buildings, and the tenants don't understand that rent gets paid on the first of the month. So training your tenants is a very important part of being a property manager. Very good point. Okay. So how can a single person manage so many units?
Organization. And this is pretty much a big part of my life. So I am very organized. I'm a very organized person at home, and I'm a very organized person during vacations and all of that. So I think it suits me well to manage a lot of properties because you have to be organized. If you are not, then you hire somebody to do it for you, because it's very easy to lose control of the work orders, of rent collections. There's so many numbers. We have people who pays $50 once, and then another day they pay $150. So you gotta make sure you keep everything on track. Yeah. And it's so easy. Not everyone pays you the rent at the same time. They all have different payment plans, and it's so easy to lose track of everything. So it's pretty much all about organization. Yeah.
And that's why you're great at. You're type A, organized, and where I'm more type B, and then I need to work with people that are type A, like you and like Seth as well. So
Seth is also very organized.
So give us some tips to lease units quickly.
Well, you have to research what people are looking for. So look at your market. Who are the people at your target market? And think of what they're looking for. So if you have a big family, then you may be looking for a good spaces for babies, or a good space for kids, or closets for storage. If you are renting a studio, just make sure it's a professional who lives, who works at the city. So make sure you have a place for an office, a little office, and then place maybe for a bike, things like that. Yeah. Also, I look for Pinterest, and I search what is trending. Very the smart. Wall colors, the floors, what's trending on laminate colors, and that helps a lot. Yeah. So when we follow all the trends that we have in Pinterest, it's very interesting. Yeah. We did 2 renovations at our Passaic building. Correct. And one of those were following what is trending. It rented right away. Like the first time we went to show it. Right. And then the other one, we did it before we did the last one. Yeah. And that one we've been struggling to rent. Right. It took us more weeks to rent. So definitely no more beige colors in your walls, no more white bond. No. You want nice, new, fancy colors, whatever the you find online there that people are doing. Very easy. Like the grayish blue now is popular, right? The light gray. Minimalistic. Yeah. All of that is trending. So you want that. You want more light. You want to be more millennial look. And you want to smell good. You want them to smell good. Got to make the millennials happy, and you got to make it smell good. Yes. Absolutely.
Unhappy millennials are the worst.
Yeah, they're not
gosh.
gonna take your unit if they don't like it. They're not gonna take
They're
it.
the worst.
They can be living out in the street.
Can't
They're not gonna take it.
Can't stand those millennials. Gosh.
You're a millennial.
I am a millennial. Yes, they're the worst. How do you pass a Section 8 inspection?
Well, Section 8 has a checklist. Every Section 8 department has a checklist for their inspections. Just gotta make sure all the items in the checklist that your apartment complies to it. Pretty much it's basic. It's like smoke detectors, fire extinguishers, and all of that. So just go through the checklist and make sure your apartment complies with all the items. Then after that, you gotta dress up for this inspector. Just make a good impression. They really like it. You know, as soon as they come in, you gotta have the nice attitude.
Yeah.
I always recommend our contractors, or can you please just make sure it starts. We gotta do that first.
Starts in the right way.
Yeah, make sure to schedule the inspections in the morning, so your contractor or the person who's doing it is fresh and smelling good and not dirty. Once they come in, welcome them and be proud of yourself. Be proud of your unit. Show off all the repairs that you did. Show off all the good things that the apartment has. So the inspector will feel that you actually care and that you did a good job.
So not only just pass the physical inspection, but you also have to win over the inspector himself.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, we're dealing with human beings, and human beings are emotional, and if they don't like you, they're not going to pass that inspection, you know, and that's a very unfortunate part of working in, especially inner city areas where we just find there's a lot of like corruption, you know, so
well, it's not 100% looks and feelings, but definitely it's a part of it that could help you.
Yeah.
So still, you can still look nice and have all the attitude, but if you have one outlet that is not working, you're not gonna pass. So you gotta make sure your unit complies, and then don't give extra space for the inspector to fail you. Yeah. Because they will go inside of that unit and look for a little thing. Right. To fail you.
Lina, what's the best way to manage service calls and contractors?
Okay, so we go back to organization again. Before we had a folio, we had spreadsheets. We had all these Google Docs kind of thing where everyone had access, and you can see the work order, the contractors could see it, the landlords could see it, and it will have a status and all of that. But again, you gotta be very organized with it. Now that we have a folio, the tenants can create their own work order. We can see it, we can get it approved, we can send it to the contractor, so it's so much easier. I also know people who has like whiteboards on their office and they just write the work orders, and that's kind of a reminder. Personally, I have a journal that I write every day. I have a to-do list, and I keep this journal to remind me and to track the work orders, which is good because when tenants take us to court, let's say, I don't know, work order that happened 3 years ago. So I can go back to my journal 3 years ago and I can see when the work order was done and all that. Of course, we can also go to the spreadsheets. We can also go to a folio and look for that work order. But remember, at the court, the judge would like to have something handwritten or something, you know, that was more personal, that here it is. I saw it, I wrote it, and I got it done. Okay. Yeah, so be organized. That's the best way to
Organization is key. I see a theme here. I see a theme. Okay.
Yes.
And finally, what's the most important thing you do as a property manager?
Collect rent. That's the most important thing I do.
The money,
as
honey.
A property manager. Yeah, I gotta make sure all the tenants pay rent on time, and that landlords are happy. That landlords are receiving enough money.
That's right.
The properties are cash flowing. That's the most important.
You know what they say? Happy landlord, happy life, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, you
Something
could
like
say
that.
happy tenant, happy landlord, happy landlord, happy tenant. Yeah.
Well, Lina, thank you so much. You've done an excellent job here. We really enjoyed your information, and we'll definitely have you back sometime.
Well, thank you.
Guys, I hope you got a lot out of this video here. Don't forget to hit that notification button and subscribe for more videos every Friday at 8. I'm Aaron. This is Lina. Go to peoplescapitalgroup.com for more information. Thank you.
Thank you.